Welcome back. All right, so Vegas in the league now since 2017. It's been almost a decade. There have been discussions for a long time about, Vegas fans are only there because the team's really good. And I mean, if that was the case, then clearly management's decided, hey, so let's just not be bad. This is a Vegas team that won the Stanley Cup in 2023. They had 111 points that year. In 2023-2024, that dropped to 98 points. This past season, they got to 110 points. So they've been very consistent, very good for a long time. And this is a team that should be quite good yet again. One thing to keep in mind is that currently they're above the salary cap, but Alex Pietrangelo's $8.8 million cap hit is going to be going on LTIR. He may not play again, and so we'll see what happens there. But looking at their forward group, it's an impressive forward group. It really is. Barbashev, who has a $5 million cap hit till 2028, played 70 games, 23 goals, 28 assists, 51 points. Very reliable top six forward there. And Dorofeev really arrived. He has a $1.84 million cap hit for another year. He's a restricted free agent next summer. And if he puts up goals like he did this past season, he's going to get himself a really healthy raise. Played 82 games this past season, 35 goals, 17 assists, 52 points. So Dorofeev's 35 goals, I think he could hit 40. I've known he's had a good shot the whole way through. Brett Howden had himself a very good season as well. And if Brandon Saad's on their fourth line, that's a lot of depth. It's a lot of depth for this team on the left side if that's how that turns out. These are the lines I got them from Puckpedia. So if you're wondering where I got the lines for this video from, Puckpedia is the place. So down the middle, it's an intimidating group as well. You've got Jack Eichel, who has a $10 million cap hit this year. He's an unrestricted free agent next summer. The plan is, of course, to extend his contract, extend his time in Las Vegas. That was a big talking point before the summer. We haven't seen that extension yet. I would not be surprised to see him sign an extension with Vegas before we reach the regular season. But 77 games this past season, 28 goals, 66 assists for 94 points. So close to 100. I do think he'll get to 100 if he plays full 82 games this year. And Carlson dropped a bit, 53 games, 9 goals, 20 assists, 29 points. And he has a $5.9 million cap hit till 2027. So before Pietrangelo's LTIR status was known, this is part of the reason why Carlson would have been seen as a player who could have been on the trade block, and those rumors really got going this summer. Tomas Hertl, $6.75 million cap hit till 2030. There were rumors about Hertl as well, which, of course, Kelly McCrimmon's come out and said, no, that's not a thing. But Hertl, 73 games this past season, 32 goals, 29 assists, 61 points. And then Sissons brought in a trade with Nashville, 72 games, 7 goals, 14 assists, 21 points. So that's pretty solid down the middle. And then you look at the right side, you got Mitch Marner, added, of course, from Toronto. He has a $12 million cap hit until 2033. 81 games, 27 goals, 75 assists for 102 points. If Eichel, Marner, if these two players have really good chemistry, great. The one thing I do wonder is, so Eichel has 66 assists, Marner has 75 assists last season. Neither of them hit 30 goals, so you might be better off putting him with a goal scorer. So this is where it's kind of fun. Dorofeev had 35 goals. Imagine Dorofeev on that top line with Eichel and Marner. You move Barbashev down to the second line. Maybe it's Hertl and Stone, right? So maybe. But Mark Stone, $9.5 million cap hit for 2 more years. 66 games played this past season, 19 goals, 48 assists, 67 points. Stone does miss time with injury every season, it would seem, so that's something to keep in mind. But Riley Smith's on that third line, 21 games, 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points after his return to Vegas. And of course, now he's extended his time there. I do wonder if Hertl ends up on that second line, Carlson on the third line, because Carlson and Smith have natural chemistry from their time together when Vegas was first a team back in year 1. And Kolesar on that fourth line. Keegan Kolesar coming off of what I think was the strongest season. This is a really good forward group. Where things get interesting is Alex Holtz is a restricted free agent. Now, looking at this team, they are under the salary cap with Pietrangelo on LTIR, but probably not enough to give Holtz a substantial contract. Holtz had a tough season. Could he end up being on the trade block? He could. We'll see what happens there. You've got Schwint, Ron Bjerg, Lavoie, Reinhart, and Sapovalov as their depth up front. This is a very strong forward group for the Vegas Golden Knights. Then on the blue line, you got Noah Hannafin. He has a $7.35 million cap hit till 2032. Played 80 games, 10 goals, 29 assists, 39 points for Vegas this past season. Shea Theodore, $7.43 million cap hit until 2032. Played 67 games this past season, 7 goals, 50 assists, 57 points. Theodore and Hannafin, both excellent defensemen. And then you've got Braden McNabb, who has a $3.65 million cap hit till 2028. 82 games, 5 goals, 15 assists, 20 points. He is also an original misfit. So original misfits on this team, you got Smith, you got Carlson, and McNabb. I think those are the only ones. White Cloud, I'm pretty sure, wasn't an original misfit. White Cloud, 74 games, 4 goals, 9 assists, 13 points. The loss of Nick Hague, we'll see if that has any effect on their defense. They did pick up Jeremy Lauzon in that trade, as well as Sissons, of course. 28 games for Lauzon this past season, just the 1 assist. Yeah, Lauzon's not a point producer. Third pairing, he's fine on a third pairing. Korzak, who signed an extension over this summer, $3.25 million cap hit until 2030. So Korzak's going to be a big part of that blue line. Reportedly, they're trying to trade Ben Hutton. That came out like weeks ago. Magna and Coughlin. Coughlin is back with the Vegas Golden Knights, so maybe Coughlin ends up being that sixth defenseman. We'll see how this all shakes out. But this is, again, a good, deep group when it comes to their blue line. And under Coach Bruce Cassidy, I don't see any reason to think Vegas isn't going to be able to challenge for or win outright that division yet again. Now in net, Aiden Hill, 32-13-5 this past season with a .906 save percentage. He has a $6.25 million cap hit till 2031. I know Aiden Hill won the Stanley Cup with them in 2023, and he was a huge part of that. I do wonder if Aiden Hill, if he's, like, if we're going to look back and say that was his one really great run, because since then he's had his struggles here and there in the playoffs. And then you got Akira Schmid as the backup goaltender. He was 2-0-1 this past season, .944 save percentage, but small sample size, of course. He's a restricted free agent next summer. So, barring some kind of a move in net, those are your top two. And it looks like Lindbaum would be their number 3 goaltender. Vegas is a team that could use like a Keith Kincaid type of third-string goaltender who can lead their AHL team and get called up if need be, that kind of thing. Not having Samsonov, I don't think is a big deal, and I don't. If Samsonov was going to return to Vegas, it would have already happened. So maybe Vegas is happy with the goaltending. Maybe Vegas will look at that cap space that they have. Not a lot of cap space, but a little bit, and look to at least shore up the goaltending position. But that's where things are interesting for me with Vegas, because their forward group looks excellent. Their defense, very good as well. And it's goaltending where I think, yeah, maybe you add a number 3 goaltender. Very strong team, though. And so for fans that are waiting for Vegas to drop and stop being so darn good, they're going to have to wait for at least another year, I think, as Vegas has got a pretty strong roster altogether. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you expect from the Vegas Golden Knights this season? And you can't use the whole LTIR thing because they're already going to do that with Pietrangelo, who we know may not play again. So all the best to Alex Pietrangelo. Hopefully he's able to get back on his skates and get back to playing. But if he's not, hopefully his quality of life is good as well. Something I do discuss here on the channel, that there are players who definitely sacrifice their bodies in the process of playing this game. It's not easy. And all the best to Petro. But hey, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. Vegas may very well end up being that number 1 team in the regular season in the Pacific. And then the playoffs are the question from there. But let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for all your support as always. I will talk to you again soon.